Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the 7th album by Cannibal Corpse, Bloodthirst. So Bloodthirst is Cannibal Corpse's last album of the 90s, and it's one of their absolute best and most underrated projects in my opinion. There's really not much to talk about with this album, but I'll do the best I can to share my thoughts on it, so let's get into it. So firstly, I like the album cover. I have no idea what this creature is supposed to be, but it does look cool on the censored version. I just like the face really. When it comes to the album's sound, it feels like a mix of the brutality of their first 5 albums and the melodic nature of Gallery of Suicide. There's also some experimentation with a lot of things. Some of the openings and some of the drumming and the riffs, and George Fisher's vocal rhythms. Speaking of vocals, George Fisher's vocals are fantastic as always. The bass does have its moments to shine on tracks like Unleashing the Bloodthirsty. Some of the most memorable riffs are on this album, especially the more melodic stuff. When compared to Gallery of Suicide, this album has a groove element to it that is a rarity in this band's discography. While the guitar solos aren't the absolute best from this band, they're still cool, and they're used sparingly on this album. I believe this is also the shortest album. It's about 34 minutes or so, I might be wrong, but most of these songs are like plus minus 3 minutes, and at the very least, the longer songs compensate for that. About a year after this album's released, the band released a live album called Live Cannibalism, and I think 1 or 2 of the songs from this album ended up there. And their live performances, if you love those, you'll love this album. And the final track, Condemned to Agony, while it's not my absolute favorite, it does a good job in, well, closing the album, especially in the last minute. Now, as usual with most of Cannibal Corpse's work, there's 1 or 2 songs on this album that just don't live up to the rest. My favorite track is definitely Blowtorch Slaughter, and my least favorite would be Coffin Feeder. So yeah, that was my review of Bloodthirst. Speaking of which, we're halfway there. Next time we're going to be looking at Go Obsessed, the 8th album. So thank you all for watching. Please be sure to like the video, share it and subscribe, and hit the notification icon. Be safe during this time, and I'll see you soon.